Welcome to Plot 13, video number 16. I didn't post this video on Friday because it's taken me a few days to think about what I want to say and how I want to say it. My mum died October, and since then I've been thinking about a lot of things, a lot of mental issues, a lot of things going through my head. One of the reasons we started the allotment, or I started the allotment, was to have somewhere to go that I could practice mindfulness, the act of growing, digging over, and all the things that need doing on the allotment were designed to be a way that I could relax. It was also designed to be somewhere for the family to relax. And that's the principles behind one of the reasons we're doing it. Now, I sat and I thought long and hard about quite a few things. And I thought about what I'd want to say to my boys about stuff, about why we're doing this, and about documenting this for us. But I also thought about my childhood, my youth, when I was growing up. And in fact, my stepfather was alcoholic. He was quite abusive. I never really knew my real father. My main figures, adult kind of male figures, role models even in my life, were probably my granddad, a family friend, and my best friend's father. Now, because of that, I grew up with a slightly skewed view of the world, I think. So I think sometimes I picked a lot of role models that were musicians, famous people. Those are the people I looked up to. I wanted to be a rock star. And I think because of that, my view's quite skewed about things. So, thinking about things like that, I thought about my two boys, thought about my daughter, thought about things I wish I had done, and things I wish that had happened in my life that didn't. So, some of these videos, I think, I want to say things to my children, my wife as well, I suppose, that maybe I can't always say face to face. And it's a difficult decision because obviously, although next to nobody watches this channel at the moment, still putting it on a video and putting it out for the world to see is quite a difficult decision to make. And not only is it quite a difficult decision to make, it's also a difficult process to do in itself. I think I've recorded this video about 16 times. And each time I get so far and then I delete it and I start again. So it's not scripted. I've not sat there and written out what I'd like to say. I'm sweating because I've just been out doing some gardening and I've come in to cool off and figured I'd try one last time to do this video. Well, it's very difficult, and especially things like men's mental health and mental health in general, since the pandemic, have been very, very difficult for a lot of people. And with the death of my mum, it's also made me do quite a lot of soul searching. Quite a lot of thoughts about what I'm like, who I am, who I want to be, the direction I'd like to go in. I turn 50 in a few years, and I think I'd like to be a different person for that second half of my life. Growing up, I struggled with drinking. I drank a lot. I was abusive. Not physically, but definitely verbally and mentally. And again, that's something that's hard to deal with and hard to come to terms with. So, I don't know. What would I like to say to my boys? What would I like to say to my family? What would I like to say to other people? Well, I've got 1,000 thoughts and none of them seem to be worth anything, really. But for my boys, it's never too late to start something. Ever. I went to university quite late and I succeeded with it. I passed. I got my degree. So no matter what you do, it's never too late, but it's also never too early to start. And that's one of the things I wish I did. There's a lot of things that I do now that I wish I'd have started earlier on. The way I am now, I wish I'd have been like that earlier. But in saying that, then I wouldn't be where I am now. And being where I am now with the family I've got is where I want to be. So it's very difficult. But I'm trying to start, I suppose you could call it a second income. I'm trying to develop that. I want to build that so my wife can go part-time, so she can spend more time for herself and with the children. So it's never too late to start anything. It's never too early to start anything. If you've got an idea, try it. I wish I'd have been more adventurous with things. So try to be more adventurous with everything. Don't hold back with doing things. Tell the person you love that you love them. Tell everybody that you love them. Spend time doing things for you as well as for other people. Unfortunately, in this world, so many people are self-centered and will always put themselves first. And no matter how nice, polite, considerate or compassionate you are, you will get trodden on by other people. And sometimes you've got to learn to understand that a lot of those other people aren't worth the stress, the worry, or any of the anguish that you will put yourself through because of them. So, put yourself and your family first. Sorry, this camera's, I've got to buy a stand for my phone. Just recording things on my phone is just terrible. But, hey, start out with what you've got and just go for it, see where it goes, build it up as you go along. There is no reason to not do something because you don't have something. Try and do it with what you've got, make use of what you've got first, and hopefully improve as you go along. Constantly be learning, always learn something new. Try your hardest to experience something new, try your hardest to learn something new all the time. Not long back I started Norwegian because for my 50th birthday I would like to go to Norway. So I'm trying to learn Norwegian. And learning the language is great because it helps your brain. As I slowly get older, I slowly feel like my brain is deteriorating, I suppose. It's not, but it just feels like that. And like learning a new language, learning new skills, they're all things I've started doing over the past couple of years, and they are making a difference very slowly. Look after your health, that's an important one. Nobody ever really said that to me growing up. Nobody ever said be mindful of what you eat, make sure you get enough exercise, make sure you stay healthy. I didn't really get that growing up. I spent a lot of time wandering around the local woods, local farmers' fields, things like that. So I was generally outside and outdoors myself, but I was never told that. And with Rue being so young, I mean, we're trying him on all sorts of different foods. So the reason for the allotment is we want to start growing some of our own food so he understands where food comes from. And he learns to appreciate and enjoy food. We went through quite a long time where, because of me working in the theatre, I worked odd hours, we didn't eat together. Family meals are important. They're more important than you realise. So always try and make time for a family meal, even if it's just once a week. Just try. What else? I don't know. It gets difficult. I don't know what to say. Well, as I think of more stuff and more things I want to say, I think I'll do more occasional videos like this. Or maybe I can just document and give them something special. Maybe make other people think about things as well. You know, I'm trying to build a new career aimed towards mindfulness and mental health, because I understand how much of a problem it is and how difficult it is, especially for men and especially for fathers. So these are things I want to look at and move forward with. I'm also doing other business things as well, and I'm trying. It's the side hustle thing. I work part-time. I'd love my wife to be able to go part-time. I'd love my wife to be able to have the time to do the things she wants, spend time with the kids, do the crafts and things she wants, without us having to worry too much about money. So yeah, I've been trying to side hustle now for a couple of years. I'm slowly building things up. I'm slowly building ideas up. And that's something I'd like to say to my boys as well. Try it. Just try. You won't know if you're going to succeed unless you try. You might fail, but that's a learning experience. Try something else. Try it again in a different way, but just try. Don't let people say you can't achieve things. Just try and achieve them. Well, coming up soon, we're doing some more stuff on the plots. Obviously, the weather's been scorching in the UK at the moment, so being out for any length of time to do stuff is quite difficult. We're in a good place with the plot at the moment. We're waiting to hear about a skip still to get rid of the rubbish. I'm brush cutting a lot of stuff down and then leaving it because I'm hoping it will work as a kind of green compost and the nutrients will go back into the ground. So if I can keep that up over this year, then I can help dig it all in with the areas I want to dig it in for next year, and hopefully that will make a good soil for when we do start growing. I might look at planting some stuff for over winter, over the next few months. August, we're going to try and push and do a bulk of work on the plot, and then from September, there's going to be at least 1 to 2 days a week where I'm going to be up there doing stuff, and hopefully that will improve the video quality that we do as well. There's a couple of little bits and pieces I want to buy to make the videos better quality. We've got